Okay, 390 Wagon Master here with another patented Wagon Master unboxing, and I know that these are relatively not popular, but here we go. Because I lose subscribers. Anyway, love it. You gotta love it. Anyway, here's the deal. I am behind on unboxings and unmailings, so again, I want to thank 1220 UDX 1220, the big guy out there in the Bay Area, for sending me the Hogtown decals from his own personal stash. That's freaking awesome. This, by the way, go check out UDX 1220 Golden Gates YouTube channel and subscribe, or I'll have to kill you. All right. Well, yeah. Anyway, I will. Okay, so I'm Italian. I'll send a hit out on you. Of course, 3Made here is getting me in trouble with the feds again. This is Hunter's, addressed to Hunter's law office. He used to put Hunter Biden's law office on there, but anyway, so this is from the man, the myth, the legend, the one and homely 3Made. This is going to be a rife knife situation. I gotta move my Marantz. This stuff makes me nervous being around that. So let's open her up. I'll be super careful on the depth, because this thing's deadly, and I don't want to harm anything that's in there. Gee, let's see if it's coming from 3Made. What would be in here? So my little red amp in my truck works awesome. 3Made repaired that quite a few years back, and the thing runs just freaking sweet. And but I want to have a little bit more flexibility with what I hook up to it, because that particular device is a low drive. It's a pair of 454s. Let me get this out of the way. And anyway, it's a pair of 454s, MRF 454s, and as you know, you can't squirt much power into them. And so I asked him, 3Made, to build me a trucker's amp. I want a little trucker's amp. So I sent him a really cool as hell heatsink. I want to say Old Man Guitar sent me this. It was either Old Man Guitar or Simple Man or something. Somebody sent me this Blazer amp, and he said he didn't think it worked, and it didn't. It was blowed up real good. That's a skit from SCTV. Anyway, that blowed up real good. So I've got me a little trucker's amp. So I'm generally not very long-winded in the Mobile, so I'm not worried about fan induction, forced cooling and all that stuff, so I don't really care about that. Ow, frig, seriously? Dude, this thing makes me nervous. I've been working with razor knives since I was a teenager, and that knife just scares me so bad that I do shit like that to myself. So anyway, there you go. And of course, if you ever order anything from 3Made, as you can see, it's packed very randomly. No, it's always packed good. You guys need some amps, man. You got to have 3Made do your stuff. Have 3Made do your amps. Oh, dude. This heatsink is so schmecksy. It's schmecksy, boys. Oh, dude, look at that. Sweet. All right, so this is my 3Made amp, and I'll do an internal video on this. And hell, if I don't know what that's for yet, but I'll figure it out. Okay, so here's what I've got. Oh, maybe that's the sideband switch. Okay, so it's variable power. This amp originally had 4 LEDs in it, and I asked him to keep the original switch in there, which he did. So I did this. This is my own. This is my Mexican brushed aluminum look. I set this out to body and paint. And how I get this look, and I've done this on other faceplates that I've done, but I use like old 60 grit pieces of sandpaper, my orbital sander. I'm a sandpaper hoarder, because it may not be 60 or 80 grit anymore, but I'll tell you what it is. It's 110. So there you go. Anyway, so this is the original rear of it, but this was a Dynatron 100, and this had a pair of like CTS, what do you call it? CTS pills in it. I believe this is the sideband switch, but I like that. That's awesome. Generally, I leave my sideband switch in all the time on here, but this is what was cool about this amp. So it's got a pilot LED, so obviously it comes on when it's on, and then there's another LED that's when you hit sideband mode, it goes to single sidebands. Is that just the coolest friggin' looking heatsink on the planet? So here's the deal. This box runs in Class C on AM, which I'm totally cool with. Love that. And then when you go to sideband, it's biased. So I not only have sideband delay, but it is biased for sideband as well, properly, right? And I love it. I freaking love it, dude. This is awesome. I like this. This is retro. So anyway, I want to thank you, 3Made. Thank you very much, sir. We'll be seeing some more. Look at that, dude. It's got power stored up in it. Did you see that? I turned it on, and the LED came to life. Look at that. And I just put my tongue on there. That's all I did. And she, oh, dude, then I shorted it out. What a bummer. That was cool. Anyway. Who remembers turning on an old Cobra 148 or an old President Jackson that's been sitting in storage for like 20 years, and you turn it on, it goes blip. Anyway, there you go. So apparently there's a little bit of capacitance in there. That's awesome. But dude, look at that heatsink. This thing is about 2 3/8, 2.5 inches tall. I have a tape measure here. Let's see. Yeah, 2 1/4. Okay. My fingers must be getting weird. Anyway, I'm an installer, dude. You measure with your knuckles. Each knuckles is an inch. And just before there's 3. See? See that right there? Old installer trick. All right. Anyway, and so it's whatever, 2 1/4 high by 6 in width. And heatsink dimension is 7 inches long. God, it's almost DIN size. Anyway, there you go. So I want to thank you, 3Made. I appreciate that. I'm going to put some decals on that. It's going to be operated like this. So the heat side is up. Again, this is a trucker's amp. This is what I don't know if I'm using the proper term, but this is what I called the old amps back in the old days that were just fin only, you know, back before forced induction and on cooling and all that, and honey's going off. So anyway, there you go. Thank you so much. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you.